Hello, my name is Mary Grace, and today we're going to go and do about a 30-minute workout. So first we're going to start off with some warm-ups. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to do like windmills. So we're going to open up our feet wide, slightly turned out, and take our arms up, and we're just going to touch the opposite hand to the opposite foot, and this will really stretch out your hamstrings and kind of like your obliques a little bit. Alright, so you're going to keep going about a minute. Alright, so our next exercise, we're going to get on the ground, kind of in a lunge position, and we're going to put our opposite arm of our opposite foot on the ground, and then the same arm we're going to twist up to the sky. And this is just stretching out our glutes, our hamstrings, our quads, our abs, our back, chest, basically everything. And we're gonna hold that for a couple more seconds. If you need to, you can always put your knee on the ground like that. All right, and now we're gonna stand back up, and we're gonna do that again on the other side. Put one arm on the ground, and you're gonna twist to the opposite side. And you're gonna hold that. Just like so. All right, and then we're gonna get back up. And then our next exercise we're gonna do is called Cossack lunges. And so, or Cossack squats. So we're gonna get in a very wide position with our toes pointed out. And basically it's a lateral lunge, but a little bit different. So we're gonna go ahead and go to one side, all the way down. And then you're gonna move your weight over to the other side. Really control the movement, back over. And this is going to stretch all your calf muscles and your shin muscles and your inner thighs and your glutes, just like so. And if you need to, if you're not as flexible, you can stay like this and just do a lateral lunge to both sides. Just get the legs moving. And just keep going back and forth and kind of just sit in the movement. This will also help with mobility and flexibility, just like so. All right, the next exercise, we're gonna be on the ground, and you're gonna put your legs up, your feet right in front of you, and you're gonna sit up tall and straight, and you're going to turn your knees to one side, and your body stays forward. So it's just gonna stretch out your hips and kind of help the hip joint loosen up. And if you can't do this, you can always put your hands behind you to help stabilize you and do your legs. And to make it more difficult, you can turn to one side and then lift up and stretch out those hip flexors and come back down, and then go to the other side and up, just like that. All right, and the last one, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do sweeps, hamstring sweeps. So we're just gonna put our leg out in front of us and sweep down, and the other side. And this is really gonna stretch out our hamstrings, like that. And we're going to do continuous movement to get the blood flowing and ready for our workout. All right, we're just going to do a little bit more of this. All right, so now that we've warmed up, we're going to start in our main part of our workout. So how it's going to be set up is there's going to be one circuit of about 5 exercises that we're going to do, and we're going to go through the circuit as many times as possible in a 9-minute period. And so this is called AMRAP, or as many reps as possible. Then we're going to take a 2-minute rest break, just get some water and to just calm your heart rate down, and then we're going to do that again. We're going to go through the circuit as many times as possible in another 9-minute period, and then we'll cool down. So the first exercise we're going to do is called dumbbell snatches. So what you're going to do is you're going to get a dumbbell that's Not super light, but also not super heavy, so I'm using 25 pounds. And you're going to place it in front of you. And what you're going to do is you're going to squat down with your legs and push your hips back. And then you're going to take the weight and you're going to pull it up. And when you pull, you're going to initiate the pull with your arm and your hips come forward. You're going to get on your toes and then you're going to squat down a little bit and land with it above your head. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do 5 reps on each side. Because then after one hand, we'll put it down and we'll do the other hand. Right? So we're going to take it, and that's 1, that's 2, 3, right, 4. And to make this a little easier, you can always just start from the bottom and go up without the weight, just like that. Or to make it more difficult, you can add a little hop in it and catch it above your head. All right. All right, so that's dumbbell snatches. Next, we're gonna go into lateral lunge with a shoulder press. So I'm gonna take a 10-pound weight and hold it on my right arm. And we're gonna go do a lateral lunge to our left side. So we're gonna lunge, stand up, and shoulder press. We're gonna do that 5 times on this side, just like so. And you can always down the weight or up the weight to regress the movement or make it more difficult. All right. And now we're gonna switch to the other side. Lunge and shoulder press. Lunge, so we're working our legs, our quads, our hamstrings, your inner thighs, and your shoulders. All right. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to do a single leg dumbbell RDL with a row. So I'm going to take that 25-pound weight, hold it in my right arm, and use my left leg for this. And you're going to stagger your stance. So your left leg's a little bit more in front than your right leg. Bend the right leg a little bit. Pick up the dumbbell, keep the back straight. Push your hips back. And when you're down, you're going to row. And then come back up. So that's 1, row, 2, 3, 4, and last one on this side, and 5. Right, and we're gonna do the other side. All right, down and row, up, down, and row, 2, and 3, 4, and 5. All right. Our next exercise is going to be a bear isometric hold with some shoulder taps. So we're going to get on the ground. It's kind of like an upside down tabletop position or a plank with your legs bent. So I'm going to put my arms out and make sure my back is straight and my shoulders are stacked above my arms. I'm just going to tap back and forth, just like so. And if the tapping is too difficult, you can just hold the isometric hold without the tap. All right, a couple more. All right, now we're gonna go into a 100-meter sprint. So I'll be back. All right, so now that I'm back from sprinting, you're gonna do that whole circuit as many times through for 9 minutes, take a 2-minute break, do it all over again for 9 more minutes. So it's a really quick workout that's really high intensity with a little break in the middle. So now we're gonna do about 5 minutes of a cool down. So we're gonna go through each part of the body, stretching it out. So first we're gonna do the arms. So we're gonna take one arm and put it behind your back and touch your back. And then touch your elbow with the other arm and slowly push. And this is going to stretch out our triceps. All right, and a little bit of our upper back. I'm just going to hold that for a little bit. And then we're going to move arms to the other arm, touch the elbow, push, stretching out that tricep, just like so. All right, and then we're just gonna shake out our arms a little bit. And so what this is gonna do is when we're closed like this, it's kind of stretch out our back a little bit. When we're opening like this, it's going to open up our chest, just to make sure our muscles are moving, not super tight. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna bend down with our feet somewhat open. And we're just going to touch the ground and stretch out our hamstrings. And we're just going to, if you need to, you can always bend your knees. You can straighten them out as much as you can. And we're going to go a little bit deeper into the stretch. Making sure to calm our heart rate and breathing calmly and deeply. All right, so now we're going to roll back up. And now we're going to stretch our quads, our quadriceps. So we're going to stand, use our core as balance, grab our ankle, and pull our heel to our butt. And keep that knee pointed down to the ground. I'm just going to stretch out our quads. All right. And now we're going to do the other side. Use your abs to stand tall and still. Grab your ankle, pull it back. Keep that knee straight down and stretch out that quad. All right, so now we're going to use some sort of surface. So I have a pretty large dumbbell here, or you can use a lip or a wall, and we're going to put our toes on it. And we're going to take our back leg and stagger it. And we're just going to lean forward, bending that knee to stretch out our calf muscles, especially after doing the dumbbell snatches, which will use your calf size power, and for also the sprint. All right, now we're going to go ahead and stretch the other calf muscle. And lean forward. Right, now we're going to get on the ground and we're going to stagger our legs, and now we're going to lean forward, and this is going to stretch our hamstrings and our inner thighs, also our glute muscles, just like so, and hold that. And now we're going to go to the other side, stagger your legs, bend down and stretch out the hamstrings and inner thighs and your glute muscles. All right, so now we're going to stand back up, and we've completed our workout. So that was just a little bit of about 30 minutes in total of just some conditioning exercises that you can do just on a calm day for a workout.